Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading for February 2020. This is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising. You may have planets in the sign of Capricorn. You're probably in love with the Capricorn. Capricorn's in love with you. Or you were intuitively guided to the reading. You may not be a Capricorn, but something pulled you to the reading. I know a lot of you who follow the channel. You're starting to tune into a lot of the readings, even if they're not your sign, and they are resonating with you. And I just know that that's happening. I've been feeling that happening for about a year. And I'm not taking away from like someone like Capricorn's reading. Not at all. It's just the way my guides are using me, I suppose. So, you know, don't question yourself. If you're here for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason. So I hope you all receive the messages that you need to hear. Something that really helps ease your mind. Maybe get the flame going again within you. Whatever you need, I hope I can supply it. I'll be your spiritual drug dealer. Alright, my loves. Take a moment and do a little deep breathing just to relax your mind. Relax your mind and the rest will follow. Okay, well, these two didn't want to go together. Why? Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. It's like they're resisting each other. Well, we'll give them what they want. One more good shuffle. And Three of Pentacles made it to the bottom. Feel free to ask your guides to illuminate any messages for you today. If if you're having a hard time trusting your intuition yet, you're building it, right? You're testing it, which is a good thing to do. Feel free to let your guides know that. Just say that. Not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. Working on it. So please just illuminate what is meant for me. And don't judge the rest. I don't know who that was for. Alright, my loves, let's begin. I'm looking forward to doing your reading. Now, that doesn't mean it won't be deep, because I look forward to deep readings also. You know, I enjoy going deep. And I can usually tell, you know, when I'm not to push it any further. I've gotten very good at paying attention to my signs that come to me. Okay. We open with the Three of Cups. The High Priestess. It's almost like you're celebrating your intuition. Celebrating your intuition. Celebrating your spirituality. Maybe some of you are graduating, right? And could be like officially graduating, but also I feel like vibrational. You know, like going from the 3D to the 4D to the 5D. But, you know, I look at it as like the vibration. I don't have to go anywhere. I just change my vibration and I'm in a new reality. I can create from whichever vibration I choose, right? So it feels really good. I feel like if you're joining up with a team, a group, a collaboration, and you're questioning whether it'll be good. I feel like first of all, it's saying just, the answer is within your intuition. So stop overthinking this. If it feels right, it is right. But if it feels wrong, it is wrong. It's like this is my new mantra all of a sudden. Like, I left that in someone's comment, and from that point on, like, I just keep saying it. So it's like my mantra. If it feels right, it is right. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. But this feels right. There may be someone who is collaborating in fashion, whether you're creating fashion, whether you sketch. I mean, you know what I mean. Much deeper than that. And it could be even the selling of it. But I feel like there's something with fashion. Okay, so keep going. We have the Lovers card of Gemini. We have the Hierophant card of Taurus. I think I'm going to put them in 4s. We have the Chariot card of Cancer. We have 4 major arcanas in a row. All beautiful. Wah, wah. We have the Ten of Wands. I shouldn't have done that because the Ten of Wands really signifies that a time of what feels like a heavy burden is coming to an end. Though I always feel within that energy, it's really up to us, right? Because it's like we're hitting a crossroads, and it's up to us or the universe. It's like the tower. So I often feel. I feel like I'm walking towards the tower in this Ten of Wands, almost hoping the universe gives me a helping hand and ending something, to leave something, right? To put down the burdens, that type of thing. We'll see. Well, there you go. So with the Six of Swords, which is also beautiful energy, this is putting down the swords. This is walking away from, some would say this is giving up the fight. You're giving up the fight. No, I'm walking away from the fight. Because my happiness doesn't lie within this bickering and this fighting and these mental games, right? And who cares who's the winner and who's the loser? Because even the winner is a loser here. And this is realizing that and saying to yourself, you know what, in a way, I kind of feel like I want to say, it's just all been bullshit. It's just been bullshit. Like, the kind of bullshit that you can just leave, drop it, right? Just drop it. What else I love about this card, though, is, first of all, I mean, that's a big accomplishment right there. And I can feel, like, if I'm feeling the energy of this card, I can feel the change, where I'm like, tense and stressed. And, well, listen, we have the Ten of Wands right before it, so that makes sense, right? And it's like, the burn, and I feel it, like I feel stressed. And as soon as I set those swords down, it's just like, I feel light as a feather. Light as a feather. And within that energy, that multiplies very quickly. It expands very quickly. That's a good thing about good energy. Good energy expands quickly. I don't think dark energy does. I think it's kind of like, I'm thinking like muggy and humidity and, like I'm thinking like deep Louisiana kind of weather, and you don't move fast in that type of weather. You go slow, and it's kind of trudging along. Not that I don't love Louisiana, I do. I do. I often fantasize about having a cabin in Louisiana. Tennessee. Anyway, that's just my fantasy. So, I like that. Okay, so we're moving towards this King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Who is that? We're moving towards this energy. This bottom line is really nice because all the energy starts with the Chariot and everything is moving forward. Whoever this King of Wands is, This is someone who takes action, right? This isn't someone who's going to be sitting at home thinking something over for, I don't know if I should do it, yeah, I want to do, but then, I don't know, this could happen and that could happen. And what if this person finds out? Well, oh my God, I'll have to do that. Oh shit, I didn't think about it. I'd have to change this. That's not the King of Wands. King of Wands is, I'll figure it out as I go, because it feels right. This is someone who goes by their intuition. And I feel like all of a sudden, like, this is also someone who finds opportunities along the way. So for someone, this may be someone where you would say that, like, you just feel like, they've been kind of lucky, but it's not luck. It's not luck. Anyway. Okay. Well, we have a little peek into who that person is. All right. We have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So, Five of Pentacles can be, I feel like Five of Pentacles is the Tower. I feel like some type of tower moment happens and it forces you out. It forces you to move. It forces some type of change within you or within your life that can be, can kind of take your breath away for a moment in a difficult way. Like, what the hell? Right? It's just one of those things, but yet I often feel also that I had an inkling that tower would come. I just didn't want to think about that. Well, then it comes. So this throws you out of your comfort level, really, is what it does. But if you go forward willingly, then much like the Six of Swords, the energy starts to expand quickly. So, because you know why? Because now you're moving, it's almost like you're moving now towards the light. Like I'm at even, right? And I can go negative in the dark or positive in the light. I mean, mathematically, I think it's the opposite. But anyway, and everything expands depending on how far I push out into it, right? I mean, it's infinite. I can go and go and go and go and go. But my feet, I'm coming from this muggy, humid, heavy, quicksandy type of energy. And so it's hard. But once you do it, then that energy comes behind you and that expands. And then it expands, right? So I want you to think of that because, you don't know that until you're in it. And that's just the way it is. Like, I can tell you it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. But you're not probably going to believe me until you're in it, right? Still going to walk through that. And I think sometimes the walking through the is the lesson. All right, what was I doing here? Five of Pentacles stuff. Sorry, guys. I'm doing this in the evening. Tuesday, 7:10 right now, 7:10 p.m. Some reason the show This Is Us just popped in my mind, so it's on tonight. Some of you may watch it. It'd be funny if that's what you ask your guide, like, make our show say a TV show. All right, we have the Six of Wands, victory, victory, victory. All right, what's happening here? So we have really, we have heavy, heavy energy, but then we have the change, and wow. And you have all these major arcanas. Again, the Lovers. Well, hello, we've got to find out what that is. The Hierophant. This is about your belief system and, like, knowing. It's that connection. It's that connection to your faith. Even if I'm not always active in it, it doesn't mean I lose the key to it. I still have that key. So sometimes it's reconnecting to that. Sometimes it's, it's going down on your knees and praying and letting it all out, right? Just letting it all out to God. Whatever it means to you, it's a sense of healing through that, right? It's beautiful energy. It's not difficult energy, it's beautiful energy. But, through that beautiful energy, it requires us to meet it with a certain type of vibration. I mean, I can go in broken, right? It's like going into the church. I'm welcome to come in broken. But if I'm not seeking, then it may not be my time. That's all. Seeking, when you start seeking, then you know. Okay, change is coming. All right, let's keep going. Put my feet on the ground. Someone may have just broken up in a relationship, and they may have taken your car. Like, you may have lost your car for however it happened, but if that's the case, there's a boat waiting for you. You know what I mean? Like, there's something that will replace what you had. But probably right now it's a real pain. Some of you, your cars might have broken down. That might be also what I'm picking up. And it's the same thing. It's temporary. It's a temporary energy. Okay, we have the Emperor. Card of Aries. We have the Two of Pentacles. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, why am I bringing these out as clarifiers? Interesting. I was going to say interesting mistake, but is it a mistake? I don't know. So what I'm going to do, since I just noticed it, is I'm going to pull another deck out now. I have the Prince of Cups on the bottom of this deck. That is the Knight. I like this image. I feel like this is someone who would travel through rough terrain for you. She's a cosmic tarot. I like these two decks together. So the Emperor enters the picture and puts you then in this question mode with the Two of Pentacles, making a decision over something. This is whether I can fit something in my lifestyle. Look at that. We picked up we picked up 3. Look, what is going on in your reading, guys? Okay, so I picked up 3 Universal Tarot cards. I'm going to take them. And they stuck together even after that shuffling. This is a good reading. We have the 8 of Swords. Okay. So, look at that 2 of Pentacles with the 8 of Swords attached. It's a part of you. You know, it is like, well, we have the Lovers here also. So, it is like a head over heart decision within this 2 of Pentacles. It's exactly what it is. But the heart or the head is talking you out of something, right? Talking you out of something. And it may be that you don't think you're qualified for something, or that people won't get your opinion on something. And this may have to relate to like within your career, because I do have the Emperor right there, and it seems like it's the Emperor who's throwing the question out. Let's keep going. We have the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and look at this. We have the Hierophant over the Hierophant. Interesting. Interesting. Taurus in the house for sure. And it may be a Taurus with a Taurus, Taurus with Gemini. We have a lot of people out. It's like the after night club. Okay, anyway, let me look at this. Okay, so as I move towards that energy, part of what I'm weighing out is maybe a particular type of energy, because like the Queen of Cups is looking at the Hierophant. For some of you, it may be the energy of, where there's someone in your life or there's no one in your life romantically. I feel like this is a question about, can I bring myself to that type of vibration again, where I am open, right? Open, because the Queen of Cups is open to love. She doesn't put restrictions before her. Now you reverse her and it's like, whoa, but she's not in reverse. And the Eight of Swords is what's behind her. So I feel like the Eight of Swords is the weight. It's the weight here of the decision I have to try to figure out. So can I bring myself to this level of where I think I need to be to reintroduce love into my life again? And listen, with the Lovers here and 2 Hierophants here, this isn't just about a surface type of love that you're looking for. I'm not looking for just a companion. I'm looking for love, deep love, deep love. Let me clarify that, deep love. And to me, deep love means soul love, but soul love in the acceptance of someone for who they are, right? It doesn't mean if we get negative, you guys know what I mean. We're all adults here. I don't mean any type of abuse. I mean, I don't know. Well, let me use someone's comment that they left for an example. And it was such a beautiful comment. And, she's in a situation where she's with a Capricorn male. And, he's just not showing her anything. He's not making her feel good, for being a woman. And that's, I feel like, what a man should do. Make me feel good as a woman. And I will make you feel good as a man, right? Make me feel the best I can feel. And that means build me up, right? Don't put me down, build me up. Because when you build me up, what you receive back, I mean, hello, right? So indirectly, as you build me up, I overflow to you. And I think if people could realize that, if we can let go of the muck and get to the deeper states of it, and that means that we can't pick at everything, right? We got to get to the deeper states of it. You build someone up, and if this is your love, then it will rain on you, shine on you, whatever word we want to use. I think you get what I'm saying, though. And that alone seemed pretty deep. So, and that's the kind of energy you're wondering, can I? I don't know, right? Because you built this certain type of wall around you, and it's showing me that it is connected to allowing myself to have a certain type of connection, right? To go there with someone, like truly go there. Maybe how many of us are, we just always seem to have these walls up that just somehow become part of us, and we just want to break through them, right? Like, I don't want to have any walls up. I just want to feel what it's like to be free, right? And that's a hard place to get to. I mean, I don't even think I'm there. I don't know why I'm saying I don't think I'm there. I'm not there. I mean, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm recognizing silliness that has nothing to do with anything. We're both recognizing very quickly now, and just like, let's throw that in the trash. Like, why do we even start talking about this? I don't know. Neither one of us know. Let's just stop. Let's eliminate it. Let's throw it in the trash. You know, not try to figure out, okay, well, what do you think of the reason we're talking about it? If it's bringing you nothing but stress and it means nothing, then just throw it in the trash. Don't even analyze it. No. And, you know, Capricorn, you know you like to analyze, right? As I'm a Virgo, I do too. Okay. But over here, it seems like, I don't know, over here it seems like it's more fun. Maybe more carefree. Now it's weird because over here I'm talking about real freedom, right? Real freedom within yourself, which, my God, I can just imagine. I mean, some of you are already there, right? Where you just literally have no walls. And I don't mean filters. I mean, you know how to filter yourself. I just mean where you don't, you guys know what I mean. But anyway, where I end up after that just seems glorious. Over here seems more like fun, more carefree, as in maybe I can sleep until 11. You know, maybe I don't have to tell anyone where I'm at in this energy. I do what I want to do over in this energy, and I don't have to tell anyone. And maybe I think that would be fun and glorious, but I can tell you, if I have this side to me, this is where my soul wants to go, but this is still calling to you. So it's almost like a crossroads. It's a crossroads. And listen, how do we know what to do? Well, the High Priestess is right below this question. And below the High Priestess is the Ten of Wands. So the High Priestess is probably saying to you, let me ask you, self, are you ready to end the energy of the Ten of Wands? Because if you're ready to end that, then either is always going to be the answer for you. It's either whatever you want. But this energy through the Ten of Wands, I feel like, is what opens up these next avenues, this crossroads to even start with. So I am leaving go of responsibility here. So I could see you doing this because, you know, you can be out and about maybe more. You're more free over here. You're not answering to people for some reason over here. And over here, you know, listen, if you're going to go in that deep of a commitment, then you will want to answer to someone, right? You will want someone's opinion before you make major choices in your life. You will want their support, right? You want all of that. And with that comes some duty, I guess, to let them know where you're at. Don't let them worry. You know what I mean? Like, put them first. And, you know, if you come up against something else that is all shiny, you know, pretty and shiny at the moment, think about your partner and how it'll destruct everything, because once you go there, boy, it takes a saint to allow themselves to go there again. So if you did do that to someone and they have forgiven you, you're with a saint. That's how I feel. But if we stop and think, and that's probably what temptation is all about, right? Are you going to cross it? But listen, we all cross it sometimes. At least I think. At least I have. Not cheating. Not when I was married. I didn't do that. But my husband did. Anyway. So. You know, well, let's look at the movement. Which direction should I go? Which direction should I go? So if I'm following the line, like the High Priestess is asking me to, within at the Ten of Wands, my movement is going out. So I don't feel like I'm going into the easy, breezy, you know, decisions. I'm ready to take on more of the challenge, right? But I want it. I'm seeking it. So yeah, that would be easier. But it feels like this is the way it goes, because as I go this way, the swords drop. Perhaps if I go that way, the swords come back up. Might just be part of it. Okay, well, let's keep going. I feel like I was on that for a long time. You know, I'm really enjoying your reading, and I knew I would because I was just sitting there and I was like, Man, I just feel like doing Capricorn's reading. And when I thought to myself for a second, I'm like, wonder why. And then I thought to myself, well, it's like renting a good movie. So I'm in the mood to rent a good movie, but through the life of Capricorn. I mean, the length is the same. Okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles. I like that. Coming over the Chariot. We have the the Eight of Cups. Look at this. Coming over the Ten of Wands. So there's movement, but there's a requirement first. We have the Magician. Coming over the Six of Swords. Touching the Lovers. Let's not forget about the Lovers. We have the Nine of Cups. Oh, Nine of Cups. Over the King of Wands and the Hierophant. And then we have the Death card. Card of Scorpio. Also a card of ending. And the message is don't resist the ending, right? Don't resist it, because where we're taking you is great. So don't resist it, right? Don't resist it. And look at this. It's sitting right next to the Nine of Cups. So for some of you, it's like you've been in a certain independent type of energy and enjoying it. You know, through Nine of Cups, I feel like you're enjoying it. Maybe some of you have been like casually seeing this King of Wands, and maybe we're about to go a little higher, or maybe, I don't know, because I feel like what it's saying is this independent energy where, you know, you take that moment and it is all about you, and it should be, and we all need that that time in our life. But now it's coming back into the energy of, chances are, caring for another. You know, because I'm moving it. Where do you go from the Nine of Cups? You go to the Ten of Cups. This says that I'm ready for a relationship, right? I don't move out of the Nine of Cups until I'm ready for a relationship. But with the Death card coming over that, it's like, you know, at least the universe is saying, well, you're ready, my dear. You're ready. You're ready. Remember, it's not about knowing it all. It's just about knowing enough, right? Because we're taking it day by day. We don't have to look at a year in advance, just day by day. So I only need the tools per day. I don't know, but I feel like I need to say, I think you can just kick ass, to be honest. Okay. All right, so let's look at this. So we have the Seven of Pentacles over the Chariot. Well, that's kind of cool, because to me, these are the seeds of intention, your seeds of intention that you planted. These are your soul's desires, right? This is about, when is harvest time? When's it coming? When is these certain intentions coming up, so I can go pick them, right? So I can harvest them. This talks about having some patience, right? The growing period is important. You know, the period, you know, when the seed is seeking the sun, and the seeds, you know, what the seed is growing from underneath, right? Because that seed has to muster up courage too, to seek the sun in that dark place, right? So that seed of intention has to break through. You know, like, I don't know, like, what are they, like little pockets of dark, like the dark night of the soul? So maybe we do this. Maybe we go through it multiple times, right? When a seed is about to harvest, it's almost like maybe we have to go through this little dark night of the soul to appreciate what's about to come out. I don't know, but nonetheless, this is good energy. This, to me, it tells me that this is talking about destiny, right? This is something your soul required before it maybe negotiated. Maybe it said, you know what? I'll come down to earth. I'll go through those experiences. I'll grow from it. Granted. But in return, I want you to send me my soulmate. I want you to send me that love story. You know, some of us don't get that love story until the end of our lives. But it doesn't mean we don't get it. Some of us get it in the middle of our lives. Some of us get it in the beginning of our lives. Some of us, it lasts all their lives, right? There's many, many different stories. But I feel like that is really what you're negotiating right now, right? I don't want You know, I say yes to these challenges, but in return, make this seed good. Make it good. And listen, the response when the seed comes out is the Lovers. So that's pretty good. That's a true connection. That is I don't know if I should be with you or not, but my God, there's this reaction, this chemical reaction to someone. But by the way, not always right away. Okay, because some people get confused with that. Because if that was the case, that'd be more of like, you know, the attraction. This is deeper. And sometimes, I don't know, I feel like for some, and you know, now that I think about it, I may be one of those people where it takes a while for me to show my true self, to open, to really tell you who I am. I do it, you know, I'm more of the listener. You know, that's just who I am. I don't mind listening. But you know, it takes. I'm not someone who just goes up to a stranger and tells, except for, you know, except for on YouTube. But I'm just not. And so now I understand. Now I know why I'm thinking this out, because I need to explain it. That we don't always have that immediate reaction to someone. Sometimes it develops. It's hidden. It's hidden. It's in the dark, but it's already there. Okay, it's almost like the time hasn't developed yet, right? It's not quite ready. So you could even be around. It can be a friend that you've been around, and then, you know, one day, I don't know. Sometimes when traumatic things happen, that's when sometimes you'll see a lot of soulmates come together. It's almost like they can't help it at that point. So many things can happen to bring you together, but I think the main thing is I would need to clarify that the beauty for some it can take a year, but when it opens, oh my God, you're home. So give it. Now I get this card more than ever about the patience. Patience. I'm constantly learning. Okay. All right. So it's showing what we've been waiting for, right? Because if we're talking about patience, and then next we have the Chariot, well, here's the movement. This tells us that it comes to fruition, that it's coming. And here's the movement. Now, if the Chariot's coming to meet you, I feel that's glorious energy, right? So now we have this 10 of Wands. So now we know that this 10, listen, it's coming after the Chariot. So I almost feel like this is going to be your choice. You can take this 10 of Wands with you. It's like the universe is saying, listen, you want to take it, you take it. You want to make that your lesson, we'll make that your lesson. It's up to you. Or you can leave it behind within the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, I want to leave it behind. And I want to have enough clarity so that I can open my heart again someday. Someday. So I spend just enough time to get it in order, and then I move on to the 9 of Cups. But you have the option. It's up to you. What do you want to do? Well, I think what you say you want to do happens in the 6 of Swords. So this is you deciding to put those swords down, right? Move into this new energy. You know, sail into this new energy. There's no resistance in this water. It's just smooth sailing, right? But look how they're dressed. You know, you can tell that they probably came like from harsh weather, but they're moving into what seems much calmer weather. They took barely anything with them. Barely anything. Because it's not about what? The material things I bring along with me here. This is about my heart and my soul. The Magician comes there. So, what I love about this is the Magician is following the 6 of Swords. This tells me that whatever energy I'm using, whatever tools I'm using to manifest within Magician, it's coming out of a lighter energy. Right, manifesting from not from the ego whatsoever. Swords are coming down, right? The swords are coming down. I'm not, maybe I made a decision. I'm not even going to think about certain things anymore. If I start thinking about it, I'm just going to push it back out. I'm going to replace that thought with a different thought. I'll screw with my mind for a little bit. Things that can take me over, right? I'll think a happy thought, then a sad thought, then a happy thought, then a sad thought. I'll fuck with it. This is you taking control. This is you using everything you've gained, right? This is knowing that you now have that tools, right? And listen, again, it's with that Lovers. So, I already know the Lovers is part of the end journey here because of many things, but the Seven of Pentacles, and especially the type of energy that this is talking about. Again, this is deep. You know, some of you may say no. You may not be ready yet, and that's okay. You know, don't even think about it. When you get there, when you're faced with it, then decide. You don't have to think about things today. If it's not happening today, whenever it happens, then take it on. But in the meantime, why not think great thoughts? Think, build that fantasy in your mind. Why not? It's like another dimension for you. You can go live in your mind for a little bit. Okay. I want to look. What do I want to look at? I think what I'm going to do is I want to pick these up, and I want to look at individual cards. We're still reading this as a whole. I feel like I got to leave. I feel like I got to leave those out because they are part of it, but then so was these. Oh, there's the Emperor. It's funny, I felt like the Emperor was looking that way last time, and now it's looking this way. I don't know why I'm being so particular, guys, but I am. Okay. I want to look at the Lovers. Why not, right? Let's get a little deeper about this. I don't know, just tell me the story of the Lovers. What's going on here? You do have the Eight of Swords above that, though. So, that's self-created fear. That's that wall that could, I don't know, could blind you to the fact. Could blind you to the sign. It's like the sun is out, but you just pull your blinds down anyway. Doesn't even matter if the sun's out. What's it matter? You just pull your blinds down anyway. Maybe you don't realize that. It's like slowly letting yourself go in the dark. But what you need to realize is just as easily as you started to let go, maybe that means I stopped taking care of myself. I stopped doing this. I stopped socializing, until you end up like in a dark cave, so to speak. I feel like your guide's saying, just like you, piece by piece went into the dark, piece by piece, you can come back into the light, right? It's piece by piece. Doesn't have to be a leap or a jump. Little baby step. And then another little baby step whenever you're ready to do that next one. Maybe you need a breather in between. As long as you're moving towards the light, remember, anytime you're moving towards the light, that energy expands. There's got to be a name for that. Like, literally does that happen? I don't know. But in my mind, and as I say it, it feels as true can be. So it is. Okay. Anyway, I have Temperance. Card of Sagittarius. I just did Sagittarius' reading, like not long before yours. So let's talk about this energy. Temperance comes out and it talks about divine order, divine timing. Everything seems to be in divine timing, right? And maybe because the longer you're in that Eight of Swords energy, the chances of you seeing that seed are less and less and less. So we have to wait, right? You have to muster up whatever it is to start going towards the light, and it's like, then everything is attracted to you again, right? The positive is like attracted to you again. So, you know, and temperance tells you that this period of waiting, it was very important, right? It wasn't for nothing. It had great importance to it. And chances are, with the Hierophants the way they are, it's to help you get to this beautiful energy, you know, your true energy, your true self, your true warrior. And, but it's not just you, right? We're talking about the lovers. So this is about two people, right? Two people, and double the Hierophant, right? Two people need to seek the keys to get in. You have to seek that key. When you all you got to do is seek it, and you'll get it. But you have to seek it. So, and you know, it's like a guy just saying there were two people who needed to seek it. You know, they get so close, and then bam, one would run that way, and they have to wait until they came back, right? Wait till they had to go through this little experience. They wanted it, so they got it. And for some of you, it may be, you know, this may be them up here, where, you know, they're wondering, are they ready to give up the single lifestyle? For you, am I ready to give up a single lifestyle? Am I ready to give up the energy of not needing to answer to anyone? Listen, I'm going through that right now because I'm a very independent person, and I'm moving in with Sam, and you know, I'm going through all of that, thinking all of it, but then rationalizing it with myself. So please send me calming energy. It's excitement, though, is what it is. But it's just like all of that, like, oh my gosh, I can't like just do that anymore. Or, you know, I'm not probably going to be able to do that anymore. But what you gain is what it's all about. Anyway. So the time period was just as important. And listen, it's touching the Eight of Swords, so it's just saying, as long as that wall is around you, we can't penetrate you. We just can't penetrate you. We can't reach you. And, you know, truth be told, it's not their job to reach you at this point. It's your job to find that warrior within yourself and break those walls down, right? Break the walls down, because you can definitely do it. It's here. You can do it, okay? And I just, while I'm thinking about it, all of a sudden I was just thinking, you know, guys, leave your comments, and don't feel bad telling us a little bit about yourself. I read every comment. You know, I can't comment back on many of them, but I read every single one, and I'm really getting to know you, you know, and I know that I am picking up on your energy. Many of you, I just feel it. I know. When I read your comments, I'm like, yep, I knew that. Like, I could feel that. And so just know that. Like, leave your comments. Let's just really all get to know each other. You know, not like paragraphs, but, you know, a comment here, and comments onto other people. Because then it really is a beautiful collective energy that I get here. And that's why my readings are so long. Okay. I don't think I'm done with that yet. I think I want to keep that, but I want to move a little bit more into the Hierophant again with it. Just a little bit more. Or should I even test it? It's just saying, you know, it's just saying that it's coming at the right time. And let me tell you what that means when Temperance shows up too. This isn't something, again, I need to worry about. I'll be in the right place at the right time. And that I can trust him. Okay. Again, if I'm in the Eight of Swords energy, though, I may feel like going to the mall that day where my new lover will be, but I talk myself out of it. Nah, I don't feel like being around people. Nah. So then next week, they're like, all right, well, he's going to be over here this week, you know, you want to go, but then, no. So that's what the Eight of Swords is. It's, you know, it's almost acceptance of being of that wall, but not liking it at the same time, right? Because her hands are loosely tied. That means she can free herself whenever she is ready, but she has the illusion that her hands are tied, that they're bound, that she can't change anything, she can't do anything. She thinks they're, right? But they're not, right? She thinks she can't penetrate that wall, but the swords are plenty wide enough for her to go right through them. She's just not seeing it because she's blindfolded herself. And maybe I don't want to see the truth. Maybe, you know, whatever it is. So remember, that's all there. And it's like, you know, but it's part of one wall. It sounds like a lot of different things. It's all part of one wall. So when you let it down, it all falls with it. It all falls down. Okay. You guys know I make my cards fall to the table. I don't make them, but they're the ones I take, the ones that fall. So even if they're like way out here, very seldom do I take them. Just like an agreement I have. Six of Pentacles. Well, no wonder the Hierophant's representing this energy, because this is such a beautiful energy, especially if it's relating to love and the deepness. And listen, this just won't be about love, though. This will be your life, right? It's your life. Maybe when you really, truly just set all the walls down, you get to live the life that you wanted. Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. Both important. It's the energy, though, you feel best when you're giving. Giving feels good in this energy, very compassionate. You know, you're someone who would have, at this point, you have a great ear, especially for those who've been on similar challenges, right? You almost like you like helping them figure it out. I feel like this is, for some of you, a point that you get to. Maybe it's something you end up doing, too. But this is also the energy of finally allowing love 100% to penetrate you. And once you do that, you can't go back. So this is receiving in the this is equally. I love this. This is equally. This is both being very compassionate, being empathetic. I mean, how beautiful does that sound, right? Again, it's not all rainbows and sunshine, right? But there's plenty of them. And look at that. I'm just looking at the pentacle. It almost looks like a rainbow. We'll take it. Okay, I think that answered my question. I think I want to just go up to, do I? Okay, do I? No, I want to come down to the King of Wands. Okay, so we have the Princess of Cups. So whoever this King of Wands is, this is someone who is wanting to, or will be, asking someone out. In the very least, asking someone out. Because the Princess of Cups is someone who receives an offer, and it's unexpected, right? It's just like, oh, sure, you know, hey, will you go out with me? Oh, okay, wow, I didn't see that coming, right? Who are you? Where'd you come from? So, and someone says, yeah, she's open to it, right? She's open to the new possibility of it. Let's put it that way. So, we know that. But is it just an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? I don't think so. I think what it's saying is someone's now in motion. Someone is moving with their intuition, which is exactly what the advice up here was, right? Tune into your intuition. Your intuition is your GPS for February. we have the Tower. We have the Sun. Look at that. The Sun is over the Tower. Well, that's kind of beautiful because that is complete illumination and clarity over what was the Tower, okay? What was the Tower? I feel like this king also, in some way, may have been part of that tower, may have been in the tower with you, or knows about the tower with you. Somehow, I feel like, even though I think by this point, you, I don't know, I just don't think you think about it every day, that type of thing, because I feel like you've done a lot of that, getting over that up here, though that Eight of Swords still exists. But then the Sun is about, you know, it's making a dark day sunny. I have a feeling this is also saying for some of you, you know when this offer is coming in? When you're having a bad day. This offer is coming in, and now I get what the Tower is. This offer is coming in, and I'm saying an offer, this phone call, this meeting. Though some of you, I feel like, anyway, let's just keep going. It's coming in when you're having a bad day. You're having a bad time. You know, when one of those times when you're like, oh man, just like a Mercury retrograde type of energy. I don't mean like life is horrible. Maybe, because it is the Tower, and I feel like that Tower can range, right? But it's like, so, and listen, that's exactly what happened with my boyfriend. Oh my God, there's so many ties here. It's like, I don't like to talk about myself, but I get so many scenarios because I've gone through it, right? And that's what happened with Sam. He called me. Listen, I was having a tough time. I had just broken up with someone that I was with for, you know, over 25 years, and literally just moved into my apartment like a week before that, and was just at that verge of, oh man, I'm feeling lonely, thinking of going back, right? When, oh man, I could feel the pull, and then my phone rings, and it was Sam. Well, that took my bad day and turned it into a great day. And that's exactly what I'm feeling for you. It's exactly what I'm feeling. Someone is going to just brighten your day. And it is romantic. I guess it doesn't have to be. But it just feels like that. It just feels like, because it's just reminding me of when Sam called me and how I felt. And I'm telling you, it's like it is a night and day. It is, you know, in the dark and shot up into the light. That's what's happening here, guys. I kind of dig it, I have to say. Because whoever this is for, I already know how you're going to feel. I've gone through it, and it's wonderful. So, what are these cards down here? When did these come out? Look at this. We have the Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles again, and the Eight of Swords. Again, is attached to this Two of Pentacles. It's attached to it up here also. On the other side, though, is the Seven of Pentacles. So that's not, like, I don't know what to do over here, right? I don't know what cup to choose. Each cup seemed to offer something different. And I don't know which way is meant for me. This is trying to figure something out when I'm feeling a little chaotic. This is also the energy of chaotic, but this is saying that you can handle it even in your most chaotic time. That's what the Two of Pentacles is to me. Right? I'm weighing it out, but I kind of sort of already know. You know, what I don't like is these, well, I really don't like either one of these, and I don't know where they came from and why they're out, but we're going to take them. He's looking at that Eight of Swords. Now, maybe looking at that Eight of Swords means I'm seeing it for what it is, right? I'm seeing it for what it is. And maybe because of that Eight of Swords, that's why the Seven of Cups energy exists. It's hard for me to make a decision within this energy, right? It's just hard for me to make that decision. Well, that decision, your decision making is coming from the energy of the Eight of Swords, which is fear. which is restriction, protection, but protection from the world. This is my comfort's in the dark right now. And then needing to make some type of decision and trying to do it from that energy. So I can't make up my mind. But the Two of Pentacles says, oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You know, I'm almost feeling like them weighing it out like a pro and con list. Pros and cons. What's the good things? What's the bad things? Let's if we're going to think about it, let's think real about it, right? Let's break it down like a problem. And let's come to the solution. And in the Two of Pentacles, you can do that. So, again, I don't know when they came out, but they came out. And they came out by themselves over here in reverse, so, almost like a little hidden, something hidden that you needed to know, that we needed to know about ourselves, so we can shoot into the Chariot energy. And guys, I think I'm just going to leave it there because I kind of love how your ending is, even though I don't like that you're going to be having a bad day. I like what's going to happen on that bad day. And I think you're going to remember that too. Like usually I feel like you get like a sort of amnesia towards what you've heard if you're not, you know, if it doesn't benefit you to think about it. Sometimes I think you're meant to think about something. Sometimes I think these things are meant to trigger you. Because I do think when it happens, I mean, I'm not saying you're going to think about me, but you're going to remember that moment. You're going to remember, you're going to be like, oh, wow. Just quick, you know, won't be long, just a little, oh, wow. So, I'm going to leave it there and just say, I hope you'll let us know when it happens. Guys, I thoroughly enjoyed this reading. You know, thank you for your patience. I know I talk a lot in the reading. I don't know how I can eliminate that. I'm sure I can cut some of the fluff out, but I have to be honest. I just feel like what I say, I have to say. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm meant to say, even though it doesn't make sense, I guess, to all of us. So, I don't know. Just thank you for hanging in there with me. Thank you for allowing me to be me, and you be you, okay? Here, you be you, and I'll be me. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Don't forget about your comments. Let's get to know each other. Bye-bye.